Good morning, good morning. Well, good afternoon, actually, in the Eastern Coast, so I started that one off wrong. Anyway, good afternoon. It is noon on Monday, and I'm so excited to be here. We're going to talk about portion control. Hi, Leah. Good to see you. Okay, we're going to flip this camera around and get started. Hey. Okay. How you doing? Hi, everybody. I'm really excited. This is like the first Monday I'm really raring to go. I'm ready. I'm excited to start talking to you about food because that's my passion, is to start talking about just nutrition and how that works and works with your body. So last week I covered tips to slow down, and this week I'm covering 8 tips to help you with better portion control. So I'm really excited to get started. I'm only going to focus on 2 today. I'm going to focus on the rest of them for the rest of the week. So we're only going to talk a little bit. Hey, Jennifer, how are you doing? Hope you're doing great. I want to see you on these Periscopes soon, too. I want to see you. I haven't seen any yet. I know we got to figure out a topic, but you know what? It really doesn't matter. I'm really excited to do this because I'm second week in. I'm starting to do a little better, I think. Hopefully. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm going to get used to talking live. It's there's a lot of pressure involved, and I don't know. But I think everyone out there who's listening should get their Periscopes going. I know, Leah, you're really good about doing that, so I love watching yours, and they're really great. So, I mean, if you can follow Leah B Fitness, follow her, and follow Jennifer Pacific too. I think you all should do that because I know they have some great tips to share with you. So anyway, my name is Michelle Breeding. I am a certified holistic health coach. I'm also an IFA sports nutritionist. You're welcome. And I am a Team Beachbody coach. So I love fitness, I love health and nutrition and wellness, and to get you in the best you that you can ever think possible for yourself, because that's just something that a lot of people don't feel that they're capable of doing more and getting in better health. So this week we're talking about portion control. So the first tip I want to share with you today is to make sure you're focusing on real whole foods. And that is not the junk that you eat in a box or the bags. That is not real whole foods. The more that we eat better foods for us, the more satisfied we will become, the more that we will push out and crowd out those things that are bad for us. So we need to focus on good proteins, healthy fats, and vegetables, and until you're full. You can really eat as much as you want when you're eating clean, whole foods. I mean, that's what most people don't realize. They're still counting calories, which you really don't really need to count calories. I know we're talking about portion controls, but honestly, if you're eating real clean whole foods, you don't have to focus on calories. You eat as much as you want until you are full, or till you feel, yeah, amen. Thanks, thumbs up. Because I have so many people who talk to me and say, well, there's so many calories in that, so many calories in this, and I just as a health coach, I just really want to tell them that it really is not a good thing, because we're so fixated in the 90s and early 2000s where fat was bad for you, calories are bad for you, fat, low fat, no fat, all those things. And what happens is you start just cutting back on things that are good for you, and you think you shouldn't eat it because you've had your allotment of calories for the day, and then you wind up binge eating and eating so many things that you shouldn't have at all. So what you want to do is make sure that you don't deprive yourself, because it always backfires and it causes you to eat more later in the day. You binge on all the junk and processed foods and have chemicals, and then it's difficult to just have one portion of what you need. So the biggest thing I could tell you today is to focus on eating clean whole foods and to cut out as much processed foods as you can. That and the sugar. I mean, we're not going to go into all the different healthy food eating right now because we're mainly focusing on portion control today. But that is one thing. The next tip is if portion control, I have dogs going around in the background over here. Sorry, they started chasing each other. Anyway, back to the focus of this discussion. Anyway, if you have trouble with portion control when you're going out to eat, because when you go out to eat, they give you much more than you need. So what I would say is you either snack beforehand, have a healthy snack, drink a lot of water, have, celery sticks or carrots or a salad. I know the purpose of going out to eat is to eat, and you pretty much don't want to eat before you go, but sometimes it's usually a social engagement or something. A lot of everything there is, and I don't like it, but it's just the way it is, that everything is focused around food. So unfortunately, you have to set yourself up with still eating healthy if you can. And so, good idea. So Jennifer says she always orders off the kids menu, so it's smaller portions. That is a good plan. You either do that. That's a good plan. That's a good idea. Or what you do a lot of times is if you get the portion, go ahead and take what you have, cut it in half already, get them to get the doggy bag already, and put it aside and have some of that, so you can take that home for lunch the next day or give it to your husband to take to work, because that's what I wind up doing is my husband will eat. I try to keep him as clean as possible, but I'm more strict on myself, so I send it to him with work. So the portions are so big, so if you get some big meal, cut it in half already or even a quarter and pack that away. Put it already in the box to go. You can do that. So, every restaurant has chips or bread or little muffins, anything you could, when you first get there. Don't fill up on those if you can help it. So if you eat a healthy snack before you go, then you won't be tempted to really eat those things. You'll just want your good, clean, whole meal that you can get. You usually will have leftovers. You don't necessarily have to focus on getting just a salad, but in order to eat less, get yourself something clean that make sure things are steamed, not fried. Also, if you eat gluten-free, see if there's gluten-free on the menu, or look at the low, I know I said calories don't matter, but look at that low fare, what it says at the bottom of the menu. Usually it says things are lower calories. That just means usually a lot of those things are steamed. Or don't be afraid to ask them for exactly what you want. I know a lot of people don't want to do that. They want to order just off the menu, but they're there to work for us. So if you want something, you ask them, hey, do you have any more vegetables back there? I always ask, I said, do you have a sweet potato? Do you mind baking that for me? Or can you add more extra vegetables for this? Or can I have this on this menu? I did this the other day. I said, I would like this and I would like this. And can you put those things together? So it was a salad and it was something with vegetables. I don't know. And I said, can you just put it together? And I don't care how it looks, just put it together, and that's what I want. That way I was thinking I like something from one, and then I said omit like the meat because I've been a vegetarian for 5 years. That doesn't mean you have to do that. It's just what I am and what works for me. So I put things together like that. So you find out what works for you, and that's for going out to eat. The same thing applies also if you're going to someone's house, which during the summer we go to people's houses all the time. And everyone thinks they need to try everything just to be nice. I think we are in the day and age now that we really do not have to do that. People understand that you have different dietary needs, and I tell my clients this. I say, this is what you say. You say, listen, I feel better when I eat this way, and I would think that you'd want me to feel better, and I can't eat this, and I apologize, and I'm sure it's terrific, but it's just not against my lifestyle right now, and I can't eat that. I'm sorry. So anyway, I know that still might hurt people's feelings. I don't know, but we have to do what we have to do. There's so many people with dietary needs now, different ones all over the plate. My son has 6 severe food allergies, and we always have to watch what he eats and where he goes. And we just have to we have to be assertive and say, listen, he can't have that. I'm sorry you made it homemade. And if I don't know what's in it, he can't have it. So I'm sorry. You just have to be firm about these things these days, because everything focuses around food, and it's unfortunate. So what I like to do if you go somewhere is number one, is to bring something that you can eat there, so at least you can eat that, or eat your meal beforehand, or if it's only an hour or two and you've already had a meal, eat after you get home. Just bring something to drink and just talk. I think a lot of times in my case, it's more uncomfortable for them that I'm not eating than it is for me. So I tell them, I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't eat that. And, but I'm sure it's delicious, and my husband loves it, and then I do that. So anyway, but that is just 2 of the tips, and I will be covering more around noon-ish. I'm going to try to be as prompt as possible around noon the rest of the week. So I hope this helped you out a little bit, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Thank you for being here and for watching me, and if you're on the replay, I appreciate you watching me too, and I hope you have a blessed day, and thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye, guys. See you later. Have a good day.